Hello everyone, welcome back to Katona's Tutoring with your host, Mr. Katona. As you've seen in the previous video, we were learning how to solve with one-step equations. Now we've upped the ante and we're going to do multi-step equations. Same ideas as the previous video, but now we're adding a step to it. With that being said, what I would recommend is if you didn't watch the first video solving one-step equations, I would go do that before coming here. Anywho, let's get started. So, if I look at this problem, I see there's a coefficient with my variable, 12x minus 7 equals 29. Again, because I want to solve this equation, I need to solve for my variable, x, which means I have to isolate. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 7 to both sides. So I'm going to rewrite my equation, 12x equals, I added 7 to both sides, because I did the opposite, as again we've talked in the previous video, and we get 36. Now, the second step, because this is a two-step problem, I'm going to divide both sides by 12. So x equals, sorry about that, guys. X equals 3. Now, if you didn't understand what we did just now, again, I would recommend you go watch the previous video because that goes over all of this. Now, as again, you've seen from the other video, what we can do now is we can check. So let me get a different color. Let's use red. And we're going to check to see if our answer is correct. So we're going to plug 3 into our equation. 12 times 3 minus 7 equals 29. We add 7 to both sides. Twelve times 3 is 36. 36 does in fact equal 36. So the answer is x equals 3. So as you can see, it's literally just another couple steps sometimes, or just one more step to solve for x. Now, we already know why I checked, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go to the next problem. If we see this here, you'll notice both n plus 3 and n3 are over negative 4. So what we're actually going to do first is we're going to multiply both sides by negative 4. Because we're dividing here, we want to do the opposite. So I'm going to times both sides by negative 4 times both sides by negative 4. So I have n plus 3 equals negative 60. Then I'm going to subtract both sides by negative 3. And I'm going to get n equals negative 60 plus negative 3, or negative 60 minus 3, equals negative 63. Now we're going to plug this into the equation. And this time let's use blue as our check. We're going to do our check. We have the original problem. We have negative 63 plugged in for n. We're adding 3, dividing by negative 4, all equals our 15. So negative 63 plus 3 gives us negative 60, because we're getting more positive. Divide by negative 4. And we know that 60 divided by 4 is 15. Negative divided by negative gives us positive. So it's going to be positive 15 equals positive 15, which is in fact correct. So our answer for n in this equation is negative 63. Now, let's go to the next problem. Here, again, you can see we have a coefficient multiplying with our variable, adding a 7. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the number away from m, which means we're going to subtract both sides by negative 7. So we're going to be left with 5m equals negative 18 minus 7, which is negative 25. We're going to divide both sides by 5, so that m's by itself, and m equals negative 5. Now let's plug this back in. Let's use red again as our check. So we're going to have 5 times negative 5 plus 7 equals negative 18. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25 plus 7 isn't going to be, in fact, negative 18. So negative 18 equals negative 18, which is correct. Now, as I said in the previous video, but no one's commented yet, if you would like to see how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide negative numbers again, please let me know, and I will make those videos going over how to add and subtract, multiply, and divide with positive and negative numbers. Okay. Last problem. As you can see here again, we have this time a is by itself. So what you're going to do is you're going to, just like we did here, you get rid of the 7 first and then divide. We're going to get rid of the 2 and then multiply. So we're going to subtract both sides by negative 2. We're going to have negative 5 equals a over 11. Then we're going to multiply both sides by 11. And a is going to equal negative 55. Then, like I said, always check, because you can know if you're right or not. So you don't have to wait for the teacher to tell you if you're right or not. You're going to have negative 3 equals 2 plus negative 55 over 11. Obviously, negative 55 divided by 11 will be negative 5. We subtract negative 2 from both sides. We're going to get negative 5 equals negative 55 over 11, which, matter of fact, equals negative 5. Oops. So negative 5 equals negative 5. I cannot write today, guys. I apologize. Equals negative 5. Check. Check. So, in fact, we have known how to solve, and we can always check. So with that being said, this should be pretty similar to solving one-step equations. It's just adding an additional step or two. As you can see, we've done that. We can always check. And that is essentially the video, guys. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. If this video helped you, please leave a like. If you have another video you would like to see me break down in a quick, fashioned way, please leave the topic in the comment section below. If you like this channel and it helped you, please subscribe. Also, if you could share this channel with any person that you know who might be struggling. We focus more on math and science, and then we can do language arts, but our main 2 subjects that we focus on here are math and science. With that being said, if you live in the state of New Jersey and you would like tutoring, please email the email link below, katonastutoring@gmail.com. We can do in-person or remote. If you live in another state, we can also do tutoring via remote. Again, make sure you email the email down below. Lastly, have a great day. Peace, guys.